Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? Excuse me, I am not feeling well. There's a lot going on in my life. And I'm just showing up just because this is our last week of so mid-July. Because there's Hi Justin, how am I'm okay. Um, okay. Lots going on right now. Um, so I feel like we're gonna be telling this story quite a few times. So one of our dogs is currently staying the night at the ER and getting a blood transfusion. Um, so that's a lot right now. So th- howdy, hi Tiki the Hunt. How are you? How are you? We're just doing a hanging out. I'm not. I'm not. Um, Warhammer stuff or Final Fantasy stuff. We're just hanging out, chilling today. Welcome to everyone. I usually don't. They are doing Warhammer stuff or Final Fantasy stuff or something. I haven't done a hangout very, very time. Hi Pappy. Aw, thank you for the heart me. How's it going? How's it going? How's the move? Uh, so 2 weeks our truck's here, so we gotta load up the truck in two. And then we officially start the drive um across across the half 50% across the United States. Right now, I don't know if you've seen Harvey Pappy, but our dog Harvey, he's white flu, is currently in the ER. Um, so on Friday, a cat got into our backyard. Think we're not 100% certain, and scratched his face up and attacked him. And they scratched the inside of his nose. He has like a couple like cuts on his head and then one on his arm. The arm and the head ones healed, and his nose like was clotting up and stuff like that and was getting better. And I noticed this morning he has golden eyes. His eye color is gold. Like he has golden eyes. Harvey has golden eyes. And I saw in his left eye at the bottom, it was looking red, reddish brownish. And I was like, and I looked it up and I was like, hey, this is like a inflammation in his eye. So worried that, that he was just saying hi to, that like there's no blood but his back in the backyard from him. Like there's no other proof. Like he didn't do anything to the poor animal that attacked him in the backyard. Um, so uh so we saw noticed his eye was a little like darker, the iris of it, like a little brownish red. And I looked at my husband, I was like, we need to take him in. I was like, he needs. And because I called our vet, they're like, we have no appointments and they don't take emergencies. We're like, okay, that is fine. So he the ER and they ran test stuff and they okay, yeah, his eyes, he has eye infection, ear infection, nose. But because of the medicine we have to give eye nation, we have to do uh a blood sample. Have to do some blood tests. Okay, that's fine. His blood test came back. Platelets are low, his red blood cells are low, white blood cells are high. So the doctor thinks he has an autoimmune disease, or he got tick bone, like from a tick. Don't have any tick around here, but they said yeah. Um, so so because of his platelet blood being dead, we recommend a blood transfer. Okay, so he got transfer had to go down, transfer him, drive him another hospital um after work, which is farther away. That does Blanche. That's where now with Harvey, and we're just going, yay! They're 5,000. So you're gonna see me on the phone a lot. Um, yeah, so damn, I'm hard to hear. That is not ideal. Um, both my daughters are at me, but not sick. That's why my voice. Um, but that's the sum of what's going on. Where we're just chat and hang out. Not painting. I did get today. I was very actually excited about it. Like, oh, maybe I set up the camera off, but as the girls were in bed, I had to take care of dogs by myself. Which I've done all this. I'm also not doing. I have been crying. Covering my crying just because uh, um, a lot's been going on. Like, had held a final Disney and everything that we're off, and still every week we're also like $300 to $400.
Oh my god!
Hi, Jim. How are you? To help her get better, and she kind of gave up. One thing is like stop giving her anxiety medicine because she's better. That was a bad decision. Anxiety medicines a lot when it comes to, and then she hurt her foot because she went outside and like scratched her foot because we didn't have her booties yet. Got her booties in, and so it's her foot's healing. He's doing better. What's funny is at home she like tries to stand, help her stand. She's try to stand, we'll help her and like hold her, and she'll try to walk. Super Nintendo? Nintendo? Are you trying to say Nintendo, Dad? Thank you so much, 11 Rose, so much. Yes, I am having a hell of a week. I will probably resay the story that I said a bunch of times. And we're moving a lot. And I got some job that, one of the projects is back, and I'm going to be, oh, thank you so much for our little tiny goal. Um, I appreciate it. I keep getting distracted. Um, I'll go just dogs, like literally street. But it's been quite a bit of week stuff. I also needed to vent, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna chat and vent. Husband's like, "You're gonna think like we're dogs and everything going through." It's like, no, we're super sweet. Our dogs, Michael, thank you. Definitely a lot in a in a short amount of time. So how does accident happen? Like, but we found out because you have be very common uh have this spinal degenerate piece. Very common in them. Very common in hyper breeds, and now Harvey might have an autoimmune. And we're just like, too soon getting mixed dogs, you're not gonna run into these issues, but they're also two pure breed mixed together. That's what we have. Like Harvey, the husky, a husky together. His that was a Helda is a pit beagle. Her mom was a pit. Dad was a, you know, roll the dice, and they just got the bad genetics too. Right now, um, it's just we're just kind of sitting and chatting. I'm probably gonna open my new paints, which excited about. Even we're gonna go straight back into the box because like having both girls sick and I'm sick. Like I also work hours at work because there's happening. I'm doesn't help. Also, my house is completely chaotic because we are moving. We're pulling out things, trying to like pack it away. You're like, oh, out of boxes, got to go buy more boxes. Honey, I want to tackle this corner. Like, okay, cool. And then we go tackle a different corner that he tackle. I'm like, okay, honey, I need boxes. He's like, oh, we have some here. Oh, no, out. I need to buy more. So it's just one thing after another happening. How do I keep up with everything on? And I'm super excited we're moving because I'm gonna have more time in my life because um I'm not saying living alone is dumb. It just no. Thank you, Ninja. Mwah, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? We're kind of having a venting session. Sorry if my life. I usually on Wednesdays do Warhammer Wednesdays. So Warhammer here I do play once a month. So I usually paint times different here and just oh, I wasn't following you. Oh, that is you, Poppy. Thank you for following me on Twitch. I still have to thank you now. And she's like, you don't have to give me the speed. Oh, there might be other people. Um, but and on Fridays I play Final Fantasy Fridays. Right now we're playing Final Fantasy 7 but we do play other games October. Hello, I don't mind. I appreciate time. Gems do they help? Oh, you mean the diamond? Yeah, so the diamond go into currents. So right now the 12 that I have was oh the gene. Oh no, those are just fun points. So those the gems are fun points. So they're the you have the bit power ups which cost money, but these are free. They're just for interaction, like in this basically just active. That's all they do. So that's what they do. Thing. I'm sorry, there's no music. I just I don't I don't feel like putting. Hmm. But how's everyone else days and weeks going? Days and weeks. Days, your days and your week. Not just your week, days and weeks. Like this. Just like a whole platter of shit being handed to you on a plate that's just shit is just kind of just over and over. Almost like a volcano that's erupting in fire right now or did like and it just keeps going. Fuck is this bull. But the thing is, if Harvey does have an autoimmune disease, at least we caught it before, you know, something bad could have happened. So we can at least start treating it and give him the proper care that he may need, like and if he needs additional stuff. Like my dogs, I do use native pets and I do have it in my like I think TikTok shop, whatever bullshit in there if you guys want to give it a try or you use it and you just buy you my link, it just gives me like a 15% commission. It's like affiliate shit. Um But my dogs do they love that crap. They go psycho for it. They love it, and I give it to my dogs, they like it. I also give them, like, coconut oil, they get, like, salmon and all this stuff on top of their kibble and stuff. I really try to at best, like, when, I used to make their food or at least, like, a topper for them, but with us moving and everything, us having 2 kids and me with my current health problems that I am having, which seem to be dissipating on their own, so which I still think they're hormonal. Like, my body hormonally was not stable, and they're like, "No, you're fine hormonally." I was like, "No, postpartum hit me so fucking hard for the second one." It didn't give me, like it didn't just mentally hit me, it physically hit me, and I just it's a lot. It's a it's a shit platter. So I feel like almost, have you I'm assuming none of you guys watch this. My husband goes, "You why do you watch this show? It's the stupidest thing ever." But, um, The Secret Life of Morin Wives, I don't know if anyone watches those or keep up with the, like, mom talk TikToks, I don't know. But, like, right now, I feel like I'm Taylor Paul with everything that's happening in my life. Like, I feel like that's how but except her life, she's making millions. She's making I don't think millions, but she's making good money from her life. As me, I'm just going, "Oh, oh, we were doing really well of getting us financially stable again. Fuck, more credit. Cool. Let's see if I can find a 0% interest rate so I can pay this off without the interest rate kicking me in the ass, you know? And I get paid well. Me and my husband both get paid well. And where we live is like if you live in California, it's fucking bullshit how much everything costs. Ooh, a Harvey, a little Harvey. Harvey appreciates that. Harvey's he's such a good boy. Like he's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. So good. He doesn't listen very well. He's stubborn, but he's a good boy. Like such a sweetheart. He's so kind. Good day, Rosa. Hi, Ray. How are you? We're just kind of hanging out, ranting. I do want to open my new box of paints. I'm just curious what's in there because it's a fucking humongous box. It's fucking 14. Thank you. I like when people are using my emojis. I really appreciate it a lot. Um, it's just a little annoying because like certain things, like we were getting rid of majority of our like plates and bowls, and now we're just like, and we were gonna get rid of like our like knife set I've had since like college, and I keep sharpening them. Like they get the job done, stuff, but now it's just like, never mind about buying a nice knife set. Like adult things like having matching plates, having matching knives that like you don't have to sharpen very often and stuff. Life is definitely kicking ass, huh? Oh, it is. Oh, it is. And right now, I'm not losing my job. It's just like there might be a question where I'll be kind of not let's I s- one of my I won't be 100%, which I understand. It's very common in my field, like it to happen. And like if the Harvey thing didn't happen right now, and depending on this bill, did not happen, I would be 100% okay with it because I would be like, sweet, awesome. I need this. And we're moving. This is perfect. This is perfect timing. Like I can work a little bit and focus on unpacking the house, doing everything. Mon Hincha, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome, welcome. Happy. So I have my Twitch stuff over here, and I'm also live on YouTube. And I have this, which guess what? It's getting uploaded to YouTube. Watch my rant. Um, but it's just yeah, it's all good. None of these things really matter. It's true. It's all superficial stuff. Like I it gets confusing. I know. It does. It does. But I appreciate people like supporting. So the thing about Twitch is that, people just watch, they have to deal with ads and stuff like that, which I appreciate, it because it gives revenue without a cost to you as TikTok, the only way you make revenue is people spending their money. And I prefer a place where you don't have to spend your physical money. It's an option to if you want to, but you want to support, somebody in like ways and stuff like that, you know. But Twitch can be a little fucking ad heavy and it's just like, seriously, come on. And I've tried to like, they make it hard for you to change it up. They're like, "Glitch, glitch, glitch." I'm like, "Who the fuck is the QA and software tester? You need to hire someone better." "Hi, Rat. How are you? How are you doing?" We're just having a venting stream. Just a lot's going on. Right now, Harvey is currently at the ER, which is my wife flu doggy. He's been on the stream, like, once in a while. He's a big boy. They think he has an autoimmune disease, so he has to get his platelets are very low along with his red blood cells. So they're doing basically I'm gonna move the mic a little bit closer to my face hole. Um, Here we go. So that's gonna be a little bit better because I'm like, okay. Um, there you go. So my husband's there right now with him, getting him all checked in and seeing what is gonna happen. But I'm glad you're doing good. I love seeing that. So I'm definitely a person who I always root for people, to better themselves and having a wonderful day and becoming better. And yeah, you're gonna have shitty days and stuff. Um, but sometimes you gotta like keep a little positivity in your life. I'm trying to right now. It's just a lot is going on, but I know it's going to get better. That's for sure. Um, I just want my baby boy. That's where I'm at. Like, why am I putting this on? I don't know. I saw in front of my face that I keep some lip gloss and lipstick glossy crap. I don't know the different names between this and this. This the this is the lip stain. The lip oil. Oh, I don't know the difference. I just feel like it's all branding of trying to spend your money. Oh, you're so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Pull through. So we 100% think he's going to pull through 100% Mac. He he was like up in spirits and stuff, and like showing normal energy, eating, drinking, and stuff. Um, but the doctor thinks he has an autoimmune disease or called tick bone, which comes from ticks. Is basically a disease that can cause the same effects. Um, but he originally went in for an eye infection. That and then because the eye infection medicine that they need to take, they had to take his blood. So thank God we did take him in and everything like that. Yeah, we think he's gonna pull through. Because he's a good boy and mama wants him home. He knows mama wants him. He's such a butt, but I love him. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. Like he let a cat beat him up. What fucking dog just lets a cat just smack you around like that? Like, what what does that? He does. He does. He's just like, will you play with me? Woof 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 woof. Woof 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 woof. That's him. He just wants to play and have a good time and not get beat up on. That's all. He's a very he he's you know what he is? He's this type of man. He's the type of man that just wants to go to his 9 to 5, come home to his beautiful wife and kids and have a very simple life. That is Harvey. That is Harvey in a nutshell. He doesn't care. He just cares about delicious food. He's like, one thing is, if his food's not delicious, he will sit there and not eat it until he's like, I'm super fucking hungry. Like my husband will just give him kibble as I like put the native powder on it, their daily powder. I put salmon oil, coconut oil. I put like um dry beef liver on there, like all this stuff. Thank you. Good job. You caught a Pokemon! Amazing, Ninja. That's, like, probably the best thing. I where did you post? Thumbs up. Okay, it wasn't showing on that. But yeah, that's Harvey. Harvey is, he's such a goofball. Like, Harvey has, like so he's half poodle, half husky. So some of he has hair and fur, which so we take him to the groomers at least once a month or every other month if, like, things are busy. Like, right now, things are busy. He was supposed to go to the groomer tomorrow, but that got canceled, which is fine. So he has, um what are they called? Like, mud chops? Yeah, he has, like, mud chops. So they grow out and they keep just growing, and one groomer cut them. We told him, "Don't cut his beard. You can't cut the Harvey beard." It cut his Harvey beard. It grew back. It grew back longer, and just they just grow and stuff. And then his ears, he has ear hairs that just keep growing and growing. We're just like random spots where he has hair instead of fur, it just grows and grows and grows. And we're just like, "Oh my goodness. You silly boy." And, like, he loves this is what is his favorite thing. He loves just laying out on the cement and just there's, like, a nice cool breeze, he'll just lay out and enjoy the day. Like, he as I said, he's a simple man, a simple man. Want works he just wants to work 9 to 5, make a good living for his family, eat a delicious meal, and get pets. That's all he wants in his life. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Like, they don't care about having all the glam and stuff like that. That stuff's not important, you know? Like, it can be nice for certain situations in life. I agree. But I feel like sometimes we make life so complicated. We just need to be simple Harveys. Just enjoy the wind through your floofy hair. Um, but yeah, it's just been a lot. This is actually very helpful. I appreciate you guys just hanging out, listening to me rant. I do want to open this box. Who wants to open this box with of new paints I got? I just need someone to go, yes. That's all I need. I just need one person. I'm simple but complicated. I'm a woman. I'm down. We're down. Okay. Mm. This is how big the box is, guys. You guys see this? This is a big box of paints. What what brand of paints did you guys think I got? I was expecting smaller. So I have a problem. So every time I see a Kickstarter with paint, I buy them. The whole set. I do it. Dunton came out with, I think, called dark art paint. I bought them. I was just like, I shouldn't. We're about to move. I think it was like $80 for I think over 30 paint plus. I was like, eh, that's on me. Husband just questioned response, and I'm not happy with the response I had to give him because they're like, "Hey," they're looking at his belly and they're like, "What's?" There's a bunch of like red dots. Or like, "Is this how his belly looks like?" So we got wrapping. I'm gonna have to move this box over. Right. Here's the box of paints, guys. MP M3 paints mastered. 100 paints, guys. I needed 100 more paints in my life. Sean, thank you so much for the fault. You're insane, but that's great. I know I have a paint problem. I really do. I'm so sad. My kid got me to buy Warhammer, and and one of them choose Tau. I'm poor. I am so sorry, Jamie. I feel that pain. Hmm. Okay. So I like Tau. I call them the Warhammer Gundam. So like you can paint them looking Gundam like and stuff. But the thing is, one thing about the Tau is that when you buy like one of their big guys, you just need a couple of them. Yeah, they cost more, but you also have less in painting wise to paint. So that's something to look at, Jeremy. But also look on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace, you can find so many good Warhammer deals. Like getting rid of like their old Warhammer stuff and everything. Check that out. Um, so yeah, Facebook Marketplace, it's a great place for that. All right. Um, So we have I got 100 new paints. Let's look at them. So one thing it says it's mixing balls in every bottle. So these are the dropper bottles. I got them in dropper bottles. You could pay more to get them not in dropper bottles, like their old ones. There were pots, kind of like GW, but I'm not a fan of pots. Um, I prefer dropper bottles personally. So yeah, I just tuned in to see a pizza box to find it actually was paid. Sad paid. You thought this big box? This big box. with a pizza box. It's just paint. Excuse me. It's just paint. I have a paint problem. Oh, I just saw the top said 3. Yeah, P3. Supposedly P3 is were some amazing paint, and they decided to come back. Like, they got all these colors. Do I have probably all these colors? Yes, I do. If you know me, I have a paint problem. Do you get those who are in Warhammer, uh, do you guys know, Ninjon and how he has, like, all those paints? That's how I feel like I am just not as bad. Just not as bad. And, watching on TikTok too, but it help it helps more in here. I'll do more here. Aw, I appreciate it. Maybe the P3 stands for pizza. Tim's right. You can watch whatever makes you more more comfortable stuff. That because you technically subscribe. But yeah, look at all this. So I'm just gonna keep when we travel, I'm just gonna keep this in the box. I think my face says a lot. Oh, I was talking with gifts. Oh. I have no idea. But pizza sounds good right now. I haven't. Oh, this is nice. So I do like how so they have all their paints on these cards, and I'm gonna show you. You see how it says base, shade, highlight, plus highlight? I don't know what I mean. I guess like you want it super bright, like highlighter highlights. I really like that they have their cards like this. This is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool and very innovative. I kind of wish it was a book and not these individual things, but I do like having these because it's nice to look at these and try to find colors that you are looking for. I am a fan when they have the cards. But this is what I'm not happy about. I opened this box. This is a brand new box. You guys saw that brand new box, and look at it. You guys see this? It's like all the like this corner right here, this corner, all the paints are missing. They're gone. They're not even in like here. This is how they're supposed to be, like all organized. Like not the best shipping. I can say that. They got stickers. I definitely gonna add it to the back of my paint thingy. So, do I want to really paint with these? Yes, I'm dying to paint with these. Oh my. Yeah. No, no, it gets better. So that was the top level, okay? That was the top level. So I have to put them back. I'm gonna take off one level here. Don't worry. The next level is the same. I know these came from overseas and been through a lot to get here, but I'm just saying, not the best presentation wise. Um, there's, this one's empty. Now I feel like I need to count my paints to make sure there's 100 paints in here. Like, There's some of them have a third level too, though, and some of them don't. Like, whoever whoever, oh god, look at that purple, the pretty purple. Excited. Whoever, decide that the packaging like this is smart, it's not. Because 1, it's misleading. There's 3 tiers, and then like, this is killing the planet. You have ones that are fucking empty of this plastic. Like, I got 2 that are empty. Why don't they have paints in it? I'll be back on TikTok shortly. That's cool. That's good. Like, maybe LOL, I've got the 9 KO card in real life and full art one. Maybe. Good job. I need to switch balls, I guess. You might need to switch the balls. Sometimes switching balls help. That conversation. I just want a game. I just want a game, Kyle. I don't know what's so hard for people that you just want to game all day and play video games. No, I get that. You just want to play video games all day. I understand. I would love to do, but I can't. That's okay. I'm fine with that because you know what? I like touching grass. I like touching grass and having way too many hobbies. They're for you to fill, Jeannie. You know what, Jim? You are right. I can use these for moving purposes. Boom. If these fit. No, these are too big. Boom. You're right. I have already some pre-packaged, ready to go plastic. You know, you're a genius. You're a genius. Fabulous. But I still feel like I need to organize the confuckery of paints. Like, this is second level. This is third level. Like, I feel like whoever designed this was like, oh yeah, that'd be fine. I'll get there without a problem. Yeah, it got there. Just a little messy. I would, to be honest, this is my honest opinion. I would have preferred because of how like I thought the box. I didn't even think it was gonna have trays. Me personally, they could have not even had the trays. They could have just thrown, take a box, take the box, clearly put them all lined up like this. All lined up with this. A little bit thicker, get a little bit of a thicker box. This is a little flimsy. Get a little bit thicker of a box. They would have saved plastic. They would have saved so much money on the plastic. Make it a little bit thicker box. And then just literally put them. I'm going to use the lid. Put them like that. Like that. Standing the fuck up. Like that. That's it. Would all 100 paints fit in there? I don't know, but I think they would without a problem. Makes sense. Jeannie will handle it. It's fine. Nothing huge. Here to save. Mm. You know what? All my quality insurance experience, I sometimes really feel like I should tell products, send me your fucking product. Send me the product, send me the packaging. I will analyze the hell out of it and find all the fucking problems. I did. I found the problems. Am I going to open these? to find out what's in them. I just Dunton, why don't you say how many fluid ounces of paints are in here? Like, come on. Anyway, I'm curious opening these and how they'll turn out. So I now organized all of that. Do I want to get my hands on the paint? Yes, really bad. Do I want to see if I can stand up all these paints in here? See if they work. I also feel like they could have just did little cardboard cutouts. I feel like I don't know. I'm looking at environment. The paint is what's inside them, Gene. Duh. I know what's important is what's inside the paint. There are some gorgeous colors that I can't wait to work. Right here, these two, I can tell you right now, these will make amazing lavas. How are they going to work and operate? It's what we got to find out. So, one thing about getting new paint, I know ADHD going on. So what I was saying is how the paints actually work. How much do you have to thin them? Then you have to, what people don't realize when it comes to the paints is that you may assume that they are from the same company, so they're always going to work the same. No, they do not. And it's because the materials to make the paints, I feel like I am a fucking makeup guru right now because it's like the same concept. Um, because some paints, in order to get the color correct, they can have to be thicker. Like they can't really thin them out correctly to get them to work. So when you have different brands of paint, so these are right here are different brands of paint. They're going to operate differently or similar. But at the same time, these two paints could operate differently. Like this one, you're gonna, in order to get the consistency that you want, you may have to thin it down. Maybe you need to use more water or paint thinner or something in order to get the correct consistency. Yeah, the pigment size also has a lot to do with it. Exactly, the pigment size do too. And same for red. I can tell you the hardest color always to make and a quality color in everything is purple. A quality purple is the hardest color to make across the board in any industry. Mine is getting a true black. So I'm curious how these going to operate, but I know these two are going to be great for making lava bases. Uh, Definitely this color right here. I don't know. if this is a base or a highlight. Let's say on no. So one thing is, I will comment immediately to this is they don't say, as they do on the card, what they're meant to be used. As most companies, this one doesn't do it. This one doesn't do it. But like here, they'll at least have a H. It has an H, so you know this is a more used as a highlighter color. But also, it tells you how they're kind of made a little bit. Gives you a little bit more idea. I feel like I'm gonna watch me start going to the science of paint of the paints and stuff. But those colors I'm super excited about. I'm curious how the blacks are. So this is the black green. I literally looked at it. My husband would see this color. I don't know, you guys can see, would be like, that's just black. I'd be like, this is a black green, which I'm actually really excited for. This black green, I'm super excited for to use on Dark Angel to add that like dark contrast. I feel like it'd be great, especially after you do a prime and you just do a solid black and then um do the Vallejo bullshit. Why do we call it bullshit? It's not bullshit. Vallejo, not Vallejo, fucking Zenithal painting type of style. It's not bullshit. It's great. It makes it quick and stuff. Sometimes I feel like people with the dry brushing make it chalky. Hi, Cactus Cooler. How are you? How are you doing? But I'm excited. I don't think I have an actual black green. I'm excited for. So for how many Dark Angels I fucking paint, hell yeah. Because this so if I primed, especially a vehicle, all white, and then I can do this on the bottom with the airbrush. Ooh, also seeing how these thin for an airbrush is gonna an whole another experience. Um, which is awesome. Zenithal, Vallejo, absolutely no difference. One's a paint brand, and the brand. The other Zenithal is a technique. Whatever. That'd be cool if someone made a paint brand called Zenithal Paints, making Zenithal lifestyle. Zenithal. It's visually the same thing. Yeah, happy. We are on the same page. Why I like you so. Then here, this is definitely just looking at it. This is a green gray. What? So it says it's a natural medium green gray. I thought this was just a gray. I am. What does it look on here? Mm, oh, it's named different. Okay. Yeah, I love it and hate it. So they have a official name, Iron Hull Gray. I probably pronounced that whole wrong. And then they have what the color is supposed to actually be. They have the name they call it, and then the actual like, what is it supposed to look like? I love that. The only thing is I wish that they had if it like an H for highlight, B for base, S for shade, or something like that, or plus highlight, plus H. I think, or T for also T for technical, if there's any technical plates. I don't think there's any technical plates. I would love that in here. I would love that so much. So that's something they did great. I like how they have the actual color of what it's supposed to look like on the side of probably what it also is made up of. So natural, medium greens and grays in this mixture in order to get this gray color. So it's going to have a green undertone, which is great, especially if you have a lot of green, you want to get green to pop, or like you need that darker base and you're going to have some green highlights. Perfect for that. I love that. And this is something I really wish more brands did instead of just having the name. So this is Rich Brown Mess. massa? Whatever. It doesn't like you depending on how you can view this, you can view this as a dark tan with a red undertone. It probably has a red undertone. But having the actual color of what it's supposed to be on it, chef's kiss. That is probably one of the best things about them doing this. This is great. I now am starting to see I can see the green in my camera. I can't see it. Maybe I'm just bright enough or I'm blind. But I love that. I love that. So they have their actual color, which is what I need to look. Here it doesn't show. It still shows like a blue in it, a blue green, a blue gray, not like a green gray. So that's interesting. I'm really curious. So what I would love to do is put this next to a green and then next to a blue and have it in the middle and see if it brings out the green more or the blue more. Because then look on here, the color, which also it might not be accurate. But I'm curious. I'm curious how this is going to actually look. But I love mm, that they have the actual color on the it's like something I know it's more text, but it's excuse me, brilliant. It will help painters know where they picking up. Like, oh my god, I got heartburn. No, I can't be. Anyway, uh like this is yellow green. It looks like a yellow green. So mustard type color. Ugh. But I think that's great, especially people who don't really understand how colors work. I think that's great. I like how this is called a strong light white on the side. I don't even care about its real name. I'm curious if this is going to be thin. Are these oh, these are actually combinations. Oh, so these are mixtures also that they recommend of the colors that work great together. That's cool. Pretty cool. This is like a pearl color. You can see the like little like glittery stuff in there. This I think is pretty, especially if you have it like as a glaze. It'll look great. I feel like I already have a color like this from Cynadel, not Cynadel, scale 75 or 76, whatever it's called. This I feel like if bog moss, this color, this is another yellow green. This one will look great if you do Nurgle orcs. I feel like this would be a beautiful color for that. This is totally a dark angels. Dark angels right there. Hmm. I love this teal. If you can't see, I love blues. Well, I'm super excited to try this. Mm. I'm just kind of like the paints figuring out. I'm just kind of like I haven't even used them. There's definitely things I like. I love light blues like this. I have way too. This color seems very unique. This is a pale light green, which is exactly sickly skin. This pale light green. I feel like I'm going to gravitate to this. I feel like this is going to be a great color. Am I going to use it as much as I want to? No, but it's a great color. I'm excited for that. I can feel it. I can feel the color. Medium green gray sounds like a desaturated green. Yeah, but um it sounds like a desaturated green, but it looks more gray in the box. That's why I'm curious to actually like lay them. As like one sometimes I will take plain white paper and lay the colors on to see what they look like. I know some people say that's not going to give you a true representation of how the color is going to look on a model. That is true and false at the same time. Um, it's true because what your base color is on your model or other colors that you use on your model may not contribute to what it will look as you're doing on paper and white paper. Um, and sometimes, let's say you prime with black, it's not going to quite look the same like you do on white. So that's what I'm saying. It's a yes, no thing. These are their metallics. So I have so many metallics. There's certain brands I love their metallics. There's certain brands I want to chuck their metallics. But most of the time they're seeing how these operate. It's going to be interesting. Looks like mustard. But I'm probably going to get off in a few minutes. I'm definitely what I'm going to do after here is actually start packing some here for moving wise. I have a wall over there of hay that I'm going to start packing. I was going to make a video of me packing the wall, but I just, I know it make good content, but the problem is being in the correct mood to make content, to make it quality content, and just making content just to get the content out of the way are two different things. And the thing is, when I am doing like Warhammer content, I want to make sure I am in the good mood. I am in the correct mood when I do make that content. Sometimes content can be random and it turns out great. That's fabulous. But understanding what you're putting out is important. What you guys are putting out is important. Not what not what I'm pointing out. It's me. It's me. I'm talking about myself. I have a tendency to talk to myself like in the third person. I will like ever since I got married, I will always say we in conversations and people are like, "Why do you say we?" I'm like, "Oh, because I'm referring to me and my husband in the conversation." Even though it doesn't apply really to other like we and I'm just like I can just say I, but I don't know. He's my life. He's part of my life. Part of this fuckery. But um my husband hasn't really gave me any update of what's happening with Harvey. I'm so sorry. I'm dying here. But Friday will be my last stream until July sometime. So mid-July is the goal. If I can get on sooner, that'd be great. It also depends on us getting internet to the house. Or if I do, I might do like a phone stream, like just stream off my phone. So it means I'll probably just be on TikTok doing that because it's just a little bit easier compared to Twitch, and Twitch and set it up. So I might do something like random, like put it on a tripod or put it on I might do it on my iPad so I can read chat better. That makes more sense. Put it on my iPad, iPad, and do a live stream of like, maybe putting the room back together. It's gonna be different. And the setup. We won't really know what we're planning to do until we get there. But I will what we're hoping, I'm hoping the schedule will be a Wednesday and Friday I will be streaming. Thursday is a nope, and a Tuesday is a nope, and Monday is a nope. Just because I will be busy doing other activities in my life. Um, Saturday, I think we're gonna have again as optional streaming day, but it's more likely that's gonna be more of a consistent stream just because I won't be coming home so late on those days. Um, but I also just told my husband and be like, yeah, I kind of want to like that day, like the optional day. It could be also, I said, if I have a lot of content already created, edited, ready to go to post that I don't have to post, posted, I'll probably do that, and stream instead of, like, working on content. So it might be like a one weekend I do stream Saturday, one weekend not, but other than that, please follow me on X because that I usually do quick updates on there of what's happening, what's going on, and then I just copy paste it onto the rest of my social media, but I usually on X is what I just do because it's just easier just to go type, 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 type. Um, but yeah. Other than that, I will see you guys Friday, hopefully 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be streaming Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and continuing that journey and seeing how far we get there. Probably running off doing 20 billion side missions. You know how it is in that game. If you have played it, haven't played it, it's a lot of side missions. They're fun. They can be repetitive. I am going to go take a hot bath and hopefully, or a shower, and help my congestion. Um, I will give you guys an updated on Harvey and what's going on with him. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. When I stream these, I'm live on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok all at the same time. If you do miss out on my stream, check out my YouTube because they get posted up there raw. They're raw. I don't go back and edit them. I should sometimes really do that. Maybe one day I'll get to it where we'll have that optional Saturday where I'll go back and edit that stuff. Um, but thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, letting me vent about what's going on in my life. I really appreciate it. My dogs mean the world to me. They're my children. I love them along with my actual human children. They mean the world to me. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with here. Like if you're on Twitch and you're not subbed and you're just helping me, that helps with the bills, or you're on TikTok and you donate. YouTube, we're not at earning thing. So if you follow me on YouTube and watch my YouTubes and stuff, thank you, Cactus Cooler, so much for the 1 bit. Woo! See, I need to get alerts. I don't have alerts right. This is this is the crap I'm talking about. Like this stuff, like having time for it. And but yeah, I know. I super long explanation. Maybe I could get my Discord going again. I did have something I so the other day I was watching a lady make challenges, like financial challenges in order to like save money, like those challenge cards. I was just like, "Oh, that'd be so cool." Like making sure you paint your Warhammer type of challenges and like, doing something in Discord and stuff like that and like creating a BTF, a PTF, a PDF of, to track it and stuff like that. I thought that'd be pretty cool for some people, having like be able to like see their goals or something. But a lot of us is like but even if like it's just tracking through the Discord your goals and what you have accomplished, I think that'd be pretty you're pretty funny on Wednesdays. Well, usually on Wednesdays, we're doing Warhammer Wednesdays, and it's still this chatting. It's a lot of chatting and very interesting conversations. Cactus Cooler. It's been a while. Um, hmm, but yeah. So I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna call my husband to figure out what is happening with Harvey, or what's going on, and I need to take care of myself because I am sick. And I hopefully will see you guys Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Play some Final Fantasy. If you do miss out, check it out on YouTube. Watch it on YouTube. Comment in the little box being like, "Hey, Jeannie, I missed out, but I'm here. Hi." Anyway, you guys have a wonderful night. If you're with me on Twitch, we are going to raid somebody to give them some love. I'm trying to be better at raiding because I think it's good. Sometimes we run into some interesting channels, sometimes we don't. It's just being patient right now with Harvey to figure out what's going on. But I'll keep you guys updated. All right, you guys have a wonderful night. Right. If you're still with me on Twitch, I know you can see this on YouTube too. Um, let's we are going to buddy. Please someone. Ooh, okay. So those who follow me, should we raid Papa or Grim? If you're still with me. They're both playing the Lords of the Fallen. So they're both my friends. They're both great streamers. They're both very sweet, fun. Papa has Atticus. He has a dog on his stream that you can give treats to. Grim is just super social, nice. A little bit more consistent in his streaming. That's literally the only difference between them. And he doesn't have a dog on his stream. So, dog on stream or no dog on stream? Cat on stream. We don't have a cat, so I'm choosing the dog on stream. All right, we're gonna start that. Hopefully, you guys come and join. 3, 2, 1, action.